I don't know. I'm on your top a little bit with the flat Earth. I just be messing with you. I don't really have a real conclusion. But when you brought that article talking about du'a, it brought me back to Allah descending to the lowest heavens, and the heavens, He's descending into the realm, which is the lowest heaven, which is above the highest earth. So he's in a manner that befits His Majesty, of course. But if I go off understanding exactly what the Sheikh Ali Nasser al-Faqih, he said when he separated when he brought the explanation of separating Allah from His creation, there's two different directions. One direction is ulu, and one direction is everything else. So now, if we're talking about things being round, what does direction look like when things are round? You have multiple directions now, and I know that can fall into describing Allah's movement, but I'm not going that far. I'm trying to understand the love of direction, of proximity.
Now, good. This, what you're saying right now, is exactly the Ash'ari argument.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Which is why they will say, right, Allahumma mawjudun bi ghayri makan. So Allah exists without place. Because they're going to say once you attribute direction to Allah, you've attributed creation to Allah, because direction itself is a part of His creation.
All right, hear me out. I'm not going that far. I'm questioning the structure. I'm not questioning Allah actually descending in an actual manner that befits Him. I'm not there. I'm talking just like the example of the sun. When the example is made on the day of resurrection, are you going to be able to see Allah? Well, can you see the moon or the full moon? And you're looking at the full moon, but the full moon is not comparing the moon to Allah. The full moon is giving us our perspective, what we are able to see, how we recognize. So it's our variant in sight. Same concept as the artist. The artist's variant in structure helps me understand the context of the proof. I'm not going as far as the Jahmiyyah or the Ash'ariyah. I'm not going that far. I'm stopped at a point.
All right.
I'm questioning structure. I'm not questioning Allah's movement at all. I don't have a full grasp on where I'm at, which I should be able to.
Yeah. No, that only works because we're thinking about it in terms of our own existence inside.
Okay.
No. So we think we're much bigger than what we are. Have you ever seen the scale of the size of the universe?
Yeah, I've seen the scale. I've seen the scale with the sun comparison to the Earth. I don't know where our galaxy is in comparison to other galaxies in its size.
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you something so that you can see the scale of the size of the universe. So once you see the scale, and I'm telling you this ahead of the effect, but once you see the scale, you'll realize how small we really are. So we're so small that multiple directions is almost irrelevant to where we are.
And I feel the same way about flatness and roundness.
We're too small. We're too small. So even we're so small, whatever direction you go in, Allah is still above us.
Okay, I can go with that. I can go with that.
In the same way, I don't know. In the same way, in individual bacterium that exists, let's say, inside of your leg somewhere, you're above it, whatever direction you're going, because it's too small. But
when something is a sphere, though, we should be able to we should be able to stand on the, like those cartoons. We should be able to stand on the bottom of the earth and still be, our perspective is still being upright. That's where I feel like the Ash'ariya is like, whoa, we doing too much thinking now. But if the earth wasn't a sphere, it would be easier to conceive that.
Okay, cool. So just because it's easier to perceive that doesn't make it reality. It just means it's easier to perceive that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
But
Allah wants for us ease.
So, but I'll give you a point though, right? All right. So the flat Earth theory only works because of the North and South Pole being ice barriers around the Earth. That's the only way that makes it work. Right?
Which could put us in a valley, and the ice can be the crust.
Right.
Okay,
So
I'm listening. It's like a plateau meets a valley, meets a mushroom, meets a pear. I think it's a lot of different things. But
right. So that's the only way that works, and that is on a clock. So with global warming, if there's any truth at all to that, which I don't believe there is, the ice caps are melting. They've been melting for the past couple decades, right?
Right.
So the ice caps are getting lower, the water level is getting higher. Eventually, the water has to overflow over those ice caps, and the Earth runs out of water when it spills out into space. At that point, if that doesn't happen, it's not we're not right now.
So if the ice, what is the main fear with the ice caps? It's flooding.
Yeah, because the ice is water, and the ice is melting back into the ocean. So the water levels globally are getting higher. Y'all going to this building? Y'all going somewhere else?
I gotta ponder over that some more, man. We're not taking some things into account.
Yeah, like the Earth not being flat, like it being round. And it's not the ice that's holding it, it's gravity that's holding it.
Gravity can still hold it. You
It's
got
not
the
going to keep it
whirlpool.
from going over.
You got a whirlpool effect at the same time because it is spinning. It is spinning. So what you're suggesting is a pond. This is kinetic. This is kinetic energy. This energy is moving. The water is moving. The water is flowing. It's the wave pool. It's the whirlpool concept. When you go to Six Flags, you go into the wave pool. It's doing exactly that.
That's not how centrifugal force works. What you're saying, it's a pool. The pool only works that way because of the walls that are there.
Right.
In a whirlpool. Because you have walls, which the ice caps are doing. Centrifugal force are going to pull it outward, not inward. It's going to spin out and fly around, which should be flying out into space. We shouldn't have any water. If the Earth has been spinning here for however many billions of years that it's been here, right? 1.4 billion years, however old they say the Earth is. If it's been spinning for that long with water on it, the water should not be here right now. Shouldn't be here.
Okay, I can go with that. I'm subdued for a second. But it was interesting, though.
Because we're spinning that. Well, we're spinning that. For example, if you are in a car coming off the ramp of a highway, and you take that too fast at 45 miles an hour, you can feel your body weight shifting to the direction that you're turning at 45 miles an hour, going outward toward the direction of the turn. The Earth is spinning at 800 miles an hour.
Right. Okay.
So gravity can barely hold you in your car seat but it's going to hold all the water in the earth in one place?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point.